shy, act virgin, But, after you open up, it's, the energy has shifted, you know one another, and it's just different, right? So again, like what I mentioned earlier on, some of you know me and some of you don't. And I would like to really now, thank you for coming and being on time. So I would like to actually share my story. Now, in 2012, I was nobody. Nobody knew me. I don't think I even knew myself. But today, I have created a multiple 5 figures per month business, not a year. Some people struggle making 5 figures a year, but I don't. I make 5 figures per month consistently. So therefore, my tagline is helping small business owners make 10K consistently every month, right? Again, but in 2012, I was really a nobody. I was struggling. I had many $1 days in my bank. Prior to that, I think you don't know so. But before I joined, I was a stewardess for 10 years. I joined Silkair, and then I went on with Cathay, and I thought I would just retire and reward in Cathay, right? But prior to that, also I was, drug addict, alcoholic, all the kind of crap that you would imagine. And so if your background is not as crappy as mine, then there's absolutely no reason why you cannot succeed in life. So in 2012, I decided to have a baby because 2012 is the dragon year or 2013? Okay, either or. But so I wanted a dragon baby. And it took me last minute to decide to have a dragon baby because she was born in December, right? Anything more than after April, that's it, I don't want. And I was still struggling. But this question, I asked myself, if money wasn't an issue, would I still have the baby? And my answer was yes, so I went to have the baby. And luckily I had the baby, because otherwise I wouldn't be making 10,000 as well. I mean, who knows, right? I always say, oh, unless I have. So now I have 3 kids, 3 girls, and people still come up to me and say, Elise, are you, do you want another child? And I'm like, I'm not infertile, right? I have got 3 girls, right? Because ultimately the question is, do you want another boy, right? But then of course my answer always be, oh, when I become a millionaire, then I'll have a boy, And that was exactly the same thing I had when I was deciding whether or not I have a second child. So to cut the long story short, in 2012 I made that decision, right, to really just go all the way. In 2011, I think, I actually flew all the way to America to rewire my brain for abundance. And when I was there, I saw many heart-centered entrepreneurs like myself. I'm very spiritual, I'm not religious. I believe in God, I believe in the universe, I believe in a lot of things, I believe in the law of the universe. But then I was struggling, because in the spiritual community, where you read cards and channel radiant energy, everybody was saying that, if you are doing so-called God's work, and if you are doing community work, you kind of have to struggle. You cannot charge what you're worth, you cannot charge for a lot of money, and so in that community, everybody was struggling, So when I went to the States, right, I'm like, oh my gosh, people doing all this work, helping other people can be millionaire. And that kind of woke me up. I came back 3 years ago, I was still struggling. Very, very information rich, but I was still struggling to make ends meet. So it doesn't mean that you have information, you are like a degree holder, or you have just very well knowledge. It doesn't translate to money. It doesn't. I can guarantee you it doesn't. Because I was reading, I have like thousands of books at home. That did not translate to money for me also. So even if you have books at home, are you a self-help person or are you a shelf-help person? Right? I was a shelf-help person, right? And when I was doing this, I'm an angel Reiki master, I read cards, I do a lot of things, and that's how I found Juni, right? Until today, she was once my client, today we are very good friends, and now we are collaborating. And I can also teach you how it can be done in your own journey. So 1 year ago, I decided, okay, this is enough. I will not take this nonsense anymore. I will do whatever it takes legally and morally, of course, to just excel in life. I knew I needed a coach. So I found many coaches and I called my coach and I said, I really want to do this, but the problem is I have no money. The problem is I only have $50 in my bank. Then how? Then she says, I really want to help you, but you need to pay me. I'm like, yeah, I know, I get it, but I really know that I need this so much. And I think she could feel my energy. And so she says, you know what, okay, I'll give you 2 weeks, I'll reserve your spot for you, and then you go channel in the money. It was $500 US for as a deposit. And guess what? I had 3 YouTube very extremely sucky videos, and I attracted 1 client. since then, I have never been short of money because I made that decision. So in business, sometimes you cannot see what's in front of you, but if you have that desire, you have to step. It's like, I'm not sure if you have seen this comic, right? If God asks you to jump, would you jump? But if God asks you to jump, ask him how high you want to jump. Right? In entrepreneurship, there is no such thing as a sure thing. Okay? So I didn't start my journey with $10,000 in my bank. In fact, I had no money in my bank. And I can assure you, most entrepreneurs struggle. And the next thing is I do not want to go for a job. I do not want to work for anyone else. I do not want to have a 9-to-5 job. I just don't want more, I just don't want. So then what else can I do? I had to really build my business. But prior to this, I had a crystal jewelry business. That's how I met Ramona. I also built it from scratch. And every month, consistently, I made $2,000. On some days, I made $6,000, but I couldn't keep it. It's like sometimes you are able to even break 5 figures, even 5,000. You have this doubt if you can sustain it, right? So that is not in your aura that you are a $5,000 earner. You have to make it by default that every month, no matter what, you will make 5,000, right? So I am not guaranteeing you that I can help you immediately make 10K because it doesn't work like this. You have to start from where you are. So I started from where I was and therefore moved into 10K. But within a year, let me tell you something. I can't pronounce this right. Statistically speaking, it takes on an average 10 years for you to become a millionaire. Agree? Agree? 10 years, eh? Where was such time? I'll probably die already, 10 years. I don't have this 10 years. So if you look at it in a ratio-wise, right, I wouldn't be able to make 10,000 consistently in just 1 year. If you look at it statistically, right, in 10 years means maybe this 1 year you start maybe 5,000 per year and it goes on. But I'm telling you, it can be happen. It can happen. And in Singapore, right, there are a lot, the most, in fact, self-made millionaires in the world. Would you like to be one of them?
Yes.
Would you?
Yes.
If you don't say yes, you don't declare it, it's not going to happen for you. When I started my love coaching business, right, I'm very not shy. I just claimed myself to be Singapore's, and at first I put Singapore's #1 love coach in Singapore. Then I decided, no, I want to be Asia or something. I added Singapore and Asia's #1 love coach in Singapore. And guess what? My business is global now. You may not know me, but a lot of other people do. Okay? So since last year, I've been on 938, through Facebook. Y'all like Facebook, right? Don't know what to do with Facebook, everything play game, right? You know what I do on Facebook? I network with people. Okay, I found millionaires. I found a lot of business collaborators through Facebook. And through Facebook, I found this ex-senior of mine. Kepo lah, it's not saying you are kepo, you're not stalking them. They put that information, that means it's for you to see, correct or not? So she says, CHIJ, whatever. I said, she is my senior, someone doing healing, same industry as me. Maybe I should connect with her. And I did, very not shy. So one of the top rules in business, right, you have to be not shy, okay? And I can tell you why later on. So I met up with her, we were both struggling, we were like, don't know what to do with one another, but we just met up anyway. So now she's also very successful. And then she was a little bit ahead of me. She had some media attention. And suddenly, one day I had a call from 938 Eugene Loh. And that totally freaked me out. And then I told Eugene, I tell you a secret, I tell you something very funny. I've always been wanting to go on your show, but thank you for calling me, So that's how I got into 938. Then I got on 938 again. And today, I've been on numerous magazines. The latest one is Cosmo. Cosmo, they approached me and asked me if I wanted to have a whole section on relationship expert. I said, yeah, of course, why not, right? Free publicity. People have to pay media for it, but I didn't. They come to me. In fact, yesterday I received another email from a New York writer that they wanted to interview me and we're having it next week. And then somebody else wanted me to be a speaker in Brisbane. I'm not saying this to brag, maybe I am, but it's to tell you that it is possible for you. Okay? But you need to claim it as you are the expert in your industry. If you are doing what other people are doing, why would your clients pay you top dollar? So if you have a job right now, let's make an example. If you have a job right now, and if you quit tomorrow, nothing happens, everybody is still happy, going to work, collecting their salary, then you're not very significant in the company. Then you have no right to demand whatever you want. On the other hand, if you quit your job the next day and your company goes completely mad, I can tell you tomorrow, Monday, you can go ask for a pay rise. Does it make sense? That's why cabin crew paid peanuts. Okay? At 1,005, I was super happy, and I thought I just could retire for the rest of my life. And when I was in Cathay, everybody was fighting for that promotion. You know why? Because once you're promoted, you're paid $500 more. Wow, this $500 is very big, eh? $500 more. So everybody was fighting for that promotion. Sounds familiar? Right? So, that goes to show where your abundance level is. Okay? I teach my clients the first thing is to work on your mindset. Remember I had 3 lucky videos and still I have clients? So I want to ask you, what is more important? A website or you as a business owner? Why is the website not important? Sandy? Sandy? Hi, YG. So which is more important for you? Really? Website? Okay. Something else? Both. Website is important, I agree. But it's you. When I started my business, my website was crap. Okay. It was hosted on Blogger. Okay. My YouTube videos were crap. But I still had clients. So, it's you. So let's change the story around. What's the point of having a fancy website and clients come to you and you can't close the sale? How can the fancy website help you? Tell me. How? Yes, you have a very fancy website, SEO tip-top condition. People come to you, talk to you. Earlier on we did a networking session. And cannot. How are you going to close the sale? I closed a sale 2 days ago, $8,000. I met this girl once. She asked for a coffee session. I met her, and then she decided to hire me. Yesterday, via Facebook, somebody couldn't make it, and I told her about what my new program is, and she hired me. How would you like that? You don't even have to meet people, and you can just close the sale like this. But once upon a time, I was also struggling. Wherever you are right now in your life, I was once there. And it only took me 1 year. So, every woman has a story. You have a story. I have a story. But it is your story right now that's keeping you stuck. So right now, you may have a fantastic idea, right? You know that's $1 million idea. But if you cannot monetize it, and if you do not believe you can make it, you won't make it. You cannot sell something that you don't believe. So today, there must be a reason why you're here today and not out there partying. Obviously, you want to start a business. But why do you want to start a business? Okay? So before we actually go on, I'm sure you have a story, right? You all have a sort of like, this and that, blah, blah, blah. If you want to have another life, as in a new reality, you need to change whatever that is in your mind right now. So, before I go on to tell you, you can definitely make 10K, you are, and let me be very brutally honest, not everybody is cut out to be an entrepreneur. Everybody can be successful, but not everybody can be an entrepreneur. Everybody can be successful, but not everybody will be willing to do that work. Even like in Hollywood stars, we see them struggling, fighting as a, those struggling actors, and then suddenly they become, wow, hula, you know, I'm so famous like Brad Pitt. But in the journey, you do not know what's going through. You do not know the vaccine, the vaccine, right? So now I'm telling you, I'm going to be the devil's advocate first, before I give you the solution. Because you really, 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 really need to think and get it clear. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to be successful? Okay, because nobody's going to tell you that. Plenty of workshops out there that says, you know, start a workshop within $150 and you can make this. I tell you it's bullshit. I tell you it's really bullshit. You know, there's no such thing as you don't need money to start a business. I tell you it's bullshit. Okay? If you want to attract high-paying clients, you got to be a high-paying client yourself. Okay? If you go bargain with people, then expect the clients to bargain with you. Okay? Make sense? You cannot bargain with people and expect people to pay you top dollar. There's no such thing. And it is no way. Okay? So I teach people to be, you know, be authentic, to have that integrity as a business owner first. Because you may make a lot of money now being this unscrupulous business owner, but it's not going to sustain you. Okay? So authentic business owners have a very hard start, but in the long run, their good name stays there. Would you, okay, let me pose another question. Would you want to quickly make $1,000 or $1 million now, but you can't sustain that $1 million? Or would you want to sustain $1 million, like, you know, you have to put in more effort, and make multiple millions after that? So you need to have that foresight to let go of that temporary moment of $1 million to have a multiple $1 million in the future. Get it? Understand? So don't glamorize like, oh, you know, entrepreneurs have their own time. You know, I can go sing song and, you know, have coffee. Yeah, during my crew days, I could do that too. You know, during those times where, you know, we will avoid Saturday, Sundays because it's so crowded, and we will just sit down there and coffee. You know, but the fact of the matter is, as an entrepreneur, you get these times, but you have to be really, really disciplined. Okay, so let me really put this in your head right now. If you're expecting a quick rich scheme, or if you're expecting like today I start business, tomorrow I'm going to make big bucks, that's what I thought initially. I paid like thousands of dollars on this website and tomorrow everybody knows me, you're in the wrong room, and I can tell you maybe it's time to readjust your mindset. Because you need to put in at least 1 to 3 years of your time to then harvest the fruits and really shake it at the end of the day. Okay, if you're really expecting like right now you make money right here and right now, I can tell you you're in the wrong room, and this is not stocks and shares. Because you're building a business, and don't compare yourself with other people's business. Because if you ask every entrepreneur, they will have one struggling story. They didn't become, you know, I had to go through a lot to get, not say really a lot, but get out of my fears, go network, and ask for it. I am in paddy with a lot of writers now because, you know, I just declare I'm a media slut. And they say, you know, you're so honest. Yeah, I'm honest. I want to be on the media. Because if I don't be in the media, who would know me? So I am not wanting to, you know, just glamorize myself and just be in the media, because the fact of the matter is you need to be in the media so that your business will be seen. But if you do it for the right reason, the media coverage will come. Okay? So coming back to you right now, that's why the website is important, but you are equally important. If you cannot be shamelessly selling yourself, in a way, nobody knows you. Right? So you have to make your business very unique. Like, there are tons of love coaches out there, but I don't think there's any love coach that do what I do. I'm just confident, right? There are tons of business coaches out there. Okay? I don't believe in competition also. What I believe is, as long as I know who I am, there is no competition, then how can there be competitors? And I believe that there's money made. Everybody can make money. So even if two business coaches is standing here right now, I wouldn't be afraid, because he or she will attract his own clients. I will also attract my own clients. So you see, when it comes to sales, everybody's competing. But when you compete, then you have this price war, and you bring the level of your service down, and you bring, basically there's no value, huh? You know what I mean? Why do you think Hermes bag is so expensive? But expensive compared to what, right? Why then is a Giordano bag so at the lower end? Don't tell me that even you don't like luxury, you can say, you know, if I don't like luxury, oh really? Okay, so when the aircraft, tell you, oh, Miss Tan, you upgraded to first class, would you say yes? No, I prefer to sit in economy. No, it's okay. Give this first class up to somebody. How many of you, if you have a free upgrade, you will tell the staff, it's okay, I don't want, it's okay. Who? Raise up your hand. Who? Or you will say, oh, thank you very much, and I hate serving these people, correct? And they ask me for us, they ask so many things, really, really hate them. Tell me, seriously, frankly speaking, and honestly, if I've not been a stewardess, I would not even smell first class. Agree, Ivan? Okay? So tell me honestly, okay, be really, really honest with yourself. How many of you will decline that first class offer? So don't bullshit yourself and say, oh, I don't want luxury, I don't want, it's okay. Also one reason that made me jump so quickly was because I asked myself, if I'm also the creator's child, so are you, so is Oprah, so is Donald Trump, so is everybody rich. So why is it they're able to experience all these fancy stuff in life, and I have to be struggling, wondering when I can put food on the table? And that thought shifted me. I went from shit to shift. And all successful people have got 24 hours and 7 days, 365 days, 24 hours a day. So if they could accomplish what they've accomplished, then why not me? Not successful people have a lot of excuses. They must wait until all the stars and the moon is aligned up, then they will go and do something about it. I tell you, there's no such thing in business. If you have a good idea, right? You don't take action now, I can guarantee you somebody else will have that idea and he will monetize it, and then you will end up kicking yourself, oh, shit, I should have done it. You know why? I know this. One of my coach is a millionaire. She posted on Facebook that she's coming to Singapore. And of course, I being the media slut and I being the not shy one, I just approached her and said, hey, do you want to meet me? That kind of thing. And I'm thinking, what if she says no? Then it's like, oh gosh. But what's the worst that could happen? Say no only, right? I said, okay, never mind, I will just approach her. And then another friend of mine also following her and said, good for you, because I was about to do this. So if she had cut the queue, my coach will be having dinner with her instead of me. Right? Agree? So if you have a business idea and you don't do something about it right now, I can guarantee you 6 months later somebody will. Before these false eyelashes came in, I already knew there was an opportunity, but I didn't have the money. And that was really, really, really tiny. Remember, I was obsessed with it. If I had done something about it, I would have monetized it by now. So I can tell you, you have an idea right now, you don't monetize it, you will just have to sit back and watch somebody monetize it. Right? And then if you follow behind, it's not copycat. Agree or not? Agree? So, Entrepreneur 101, what's the most important thing? Number one, you need to get good with money. Okay? After money, you need to get good with sales. Why these two goes hand in hand? Now, when I talk about sales, it's not like anybody selling insurance here, not to be good now. Like, don't talk to me, okay? Like, this is the universal kind of thinking, right? Insurance agent, no, I want to talk to you, okay, bye. Cars in here, talk to you, okay? So why do people have this reaction towards insurance people, car sales people? Because the way they transact leaves you a very bitter aftertaste. Agree? So unfortunately, if you want to do this, your business, you have to be good with sales, whether you like it or not. But you can be doing your sales in an unscrupulous or unethical way, or you can be doing sales in an ethical and authentic way. Like how I closed my $8,000 sale, people want to hire me. I don't have to actively, hey, come hire me, come hire me. But there was a point in time where I was like this because I was struggling, remember, and I just want your money. You know? But at this point of time, because I have put myself at that level, you know, I have what you want. You want to hire me, that's your problem, not mine. You know? So if you have that level of confidence, people will want it. But today, if I'm hire me, you will run away. Okay? So relationship with money is very important. It is not that millions of dollars are not out there. It is out there. Millions of dollars are being transacted every day. So you have that potential to make that too. But if your relationship with money is not good, you won't be able to charge. You know, there was a point of time I raised it to 1,000. It took me, I think, 2 months to actually sell it because I came up with so many reasons why my client cannot pay me. I came up with so many reasons. I don't think I deserve this money. So you can quote your client 10,000, but if you're not in that level of frequency, if you're not even believing that you are worth 10,000, who's going to pay you? The difference between a McDonald's worker and somebody who is drawing $10,000, do you think that somebody who's drawing at 10,000 will go and work at McDonald's job? Do you know that if you want to have lunch in a group with Warren Buffett, you need to pay $1 million? And you're thinking, do you think people will pay $1 million? Why? Because he's Warren Buffett, right? So why do you think people will pay me? Because I have made myself credible. Therefore, I can command this rate, and I have results to prove. So right now, that's why I say start with where you are right now. But if you don't get started, well, you'll never get there. You know what I mean? You have to start from where you are. I'm not asking you to be not realistic and straight away charge 5,000 or 10,000 when you're only making 800. That's not going to be possible. Okay? So your relationship with money is very important because just like this thermostat in the what's it called? Aircons. If it's set at 26 degrees Celsius, will it go to 23? Will or not? What happens when it goes to 22? It brings it up. It brings itself back up to 26, right? If it goes to 30, what happens? It brings itself back up to 26. So same thing. You have this barometer of thermostat, your abundance thermostat. Okay, if you are set at 500, you will. That's why even if one day you're making 5,000, the next month you'll be making 500 because it's not consistent. Okay, I don't care what your mission is to go save the whale, save don't know what. Okay, the fact of the matter is you need money to survive. When I was struggling, oh, no need money lah, it's okay lah, you know. I tell you, you're bullshitting yourself. I don't care what you use the money for, but you need money. You need money to go save the whale, save the earth, save whatever. You need money, don't tell me you need money. Okay, so quit. If you have this mind like money is not important, you are really fooling yourself, so it's time to wake up. Money is important. You need to have this good relationship with money. Even I was a gifted healer, then don't charge her, right? If money is not important, is that even possible? It is not. So if you think that money is not important, I think you really need to wake up. Don't do business, just be happy drawing salary. Money is very important. If you are denying money, money will deny you too. Okay? If you have a gift, okay, and you are thinking, oh, okay, I have a gift and I'm doing God's work or whatever work, right? I'm saving the whale, it's okay. Who's going to put on the table for you? Go ask for donation. Then what's the difference between you and the nun? Then you must go shake the temple Vietnam. Some of the temple offer you food. You have to be very realistic, and I can tell you no one out there will be this brutally honest to tell you this, because I want you to be really, really clear, why are you even in business? If you hate your job, you want to fire your boss. Entrepreneurship is not the excuse for you, because you have to work double hard. Okay, so let me get this clear in your mind. Okay? And it's not some glamorized idea where, oh, you know, once I declare I'm an entrepreneur, I mean things will just happen for you. So money and sales. Okay, you need to get good at sales because whatever you do, you need to sell your service shamelessly. Okay, and I'm the best. Of course, then justify why you're the best. Likewise, if you know there are tons and tons of property agents out there, so why would one hire you and over the other? All wins over service, right? Oh, I give the best service, that kind of thing. But you know, service is overrated because unless all the cabin crews will know, unless shit happens, you will not be able to experience that real, what do you call it, service recovery or the real service of the company. Agree? Agree or not? Unless shit happens, right? Because otherwise, hi, man, would you like to have coffee and tea? Okay, here you go. Hi, what kind of service is this? This is like basic standard. I'm not supposed to like yell at the passenger, right? So unless something happens, then, you know, unless the deal cannot go through, then you will experience how good my service is. Agree or not? Agree? So service is really overrated. Don't go and tell people your service is that good. Then they already create a situation for you to give them good service. You are digging a hole for yourself. Okay? The next is okay. This is something that holds people back a lot. Okay. You may be surprised, but most people are fear of success. Most people have this fear of getting out of the comfort zone. I mean, my spelling may be wrong, but who cares, right? I don't make money, right? So, comfort zone, let me put this right. Fear is keeping you in your comfort zone. And in doing business, you will always be challenged to get out of your comfort zone. So if you are really comfortable now, and you are willing to move your butt, then I suggest it's best that you reach your job. Because every day you need to get out of comfort zone. When you network, like in this, I've done thousands, okay, not thousands, hundreds of these kind of classes, but every class is a new experience for me. That's also getting out of comfort zone, what? You know? For you sitting there listening to me, it's also getting out of the comfort zone. But doing business is actually more. So if you're really comfortable in your bubble, you can't. See, if you want to achieve what you haven't had before, or the life that you haven't had before, then isn't it obvious that you've got to do something that you have not done before? Otherwise, if you're doing the same thing, insanity, what's the definition of insanity? Somebody tell me.
Doing the same thing and expecting things to change.
Right. Doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Right? It's like if every day you take MRT torture, you suddenly wake up and say, oh, now I'm